Hello, this is Michele Knight. Welcome to your weekly astrology this week. Oh, I have to tell you, it's a challenging week. I'm not going to lie. We have Mercury going retrograde. We also have a new moon, which is tangling with Pluto. Also, Mars and Saturn are involved. So we are being challenged. However, the new moon is in harmonious Libra. So there is potential to glide through it as long as we don't engage in battle. Here's your weekly astrology. Hey, gorgeous Libra. It's a phenomenal week. It's a very intense week for you, but there will be challenges. You are going on a journey this week, and you may encounter some characters along the way that really you don't want them in the movie of your life. You're like, why am I having to deal with this? So and so, and what's it? It's up to you to be steady. You're at the end of a journey and you're at the beginning of a new journey. A brand new soul chapter is opening up for you, and it's just like you have to deal with these challenges at the end. It's almost like, what do they call that thing at the end of a computer game? You're dealing with that kind of energy. You have to kill the boss. Not literally, I hope, but you have to kind of defeat the boss of this level of your life journey, and then you are free to go on a whole new level, which is super exciting because you haven't done it before. So where do we begin in this story and this heroic tale that you're going to go on? We start with Mercury retrograde. This is your first challenge, and a challenge that's going on for a few weeks. So Mercury, the planet of communication, is going backwards, causing chaos in the way that potential chaos in the way that we communicate. And for you, it's around your security and your sense of abundance. So you may feel people are messing with your mojo when it comes to how secure you feel within yourself. Now, that's not destined to happen. It may happen, but you're in control of how you handle that. So number one top tip is Mercury retrograde brings us gifts from the past. That's what I truly believe. So you can find where you felt secure in the past. How were you mentally? What were your thoughts like when you, in fact, what do you feel like when you feel secure? How much stronger and empowered do you feel? If something comes to sort of shake your sense of security, then it's really, really important that you remember who you are now and in the past, and you don't kind of let people topple you. And also, there's a lot of confusion. You might get an email, you might get a phone call, you might observe something and think and leap to a massive conclusion. In the Four Agreements, one of my favorite books by Don Miguel Ruiz, rush out and get that immediately if you've not read it. It's an essential life manual. It says never make assumptions. That's one of the Four Agreements, as well as the power of the word. Our words are spells and magic, very important, but never make assumptions. And it is part of the human condition to make assumptions. We will assume that we know the motivation of something, what's going on in their head, why they did something. And assumptions often get us in trouble, and they create an emotional reaction in us that sometimes is not necessary. Happens to me on a regular basis, even though I've read the book, but I keep trying to learn and I keep going along with it. And I'm telling you, important for you with Mercury retrograde, for you to remember that. Don't make assumptions. You know what they say? It makes an ass out of you and me. So keep it real. And if you're strong within yourself, you'll be fine. You've got this, number one, you've got this magical new supermoon in your sign. Okay, it's squaring Pluto, the Lord of Transformation. So there's a power struggle connected to this new moon, connected to your home and family. So that may be an issue. But possibly the issue is, this is a new start for you. This is you casting aside the past and diving through into the next chapter of your life, redefining yourself, letting some baggage go, sending a wish out to the universe, and all sorts of powerful stuff like that. Yes, Saturn, Mars, Pluto are all creating problems one way or another. So it feels, you might not even see the value and benefit of what this new moon's giving you. Trust me, there is benefit. Trust me, this is a new start. Handle it with love. Handle it just by being balanced, which is your key word, by seeing the balance in everything, by weighing everything up. You may feel as if your scales are like that. But, nothing can take away the fabulousness of that new moon. There will be seeds of magic, whatever happens, magic beans will be growing. Be careful of the giants. Now, The other thing that's happening is the sun is opposing Mars, and the sun is in your sign and Mars is in your relationship zone. So you may be being overconfident when it comes to your relationships, or over assertive, or kind of wanting your own way, or in fact dealing with someone who wants their own way. That may be challenging, and the key is not to be over assertive or overconfident. Again, be quietly confident, stand in love, and it'll be okay. But it does make us feel good. It's a bit like if someone took steroids and did crazy stuff. You got a steroid shot from the universe coming in. So again, be careful. Let us have a look at what the tarot has to say. Libra, Libra, Libra. Ooh, that one's meant to be then. Okay, yeah, you might feel that you're burdened. What do I say about this card? Look at the way they're carrying those wands. It's not practical, and energetically we do this all the time. We pile up all our problems and then we're like, the problems, when actually, and we see them all connected, like they're stuck together. That's not the case. Take the small problems, deal with the problems that you have to deal with, put them to one side. If you're taking on too many responsibilities that actually aren't your responsibilities, say no. Ask people to support you and take on some of them. You can do that, you might be dealing with someone who is very tricky to deal with. And because you're not seeing things clearly, you don't know how to deal with that person. But trust me, it will be okay. Could be connected to a female friend, I'll be honest with you. But again, you might be jumping to a conclusion. Someone might say, gossip is a terrible thing. Gossip doesn't ever lead to anything positive. Someone might say, so-and-so said this about you, or so-and-so thinks this, or so-and-so's doing that, or so-and-so's, whatever bullshit that people are saying. It affects us, if we feel a friend is saying something about us, or somebody's flirting with an ex or whatever, mundane but yet deeply painful stuff happens, we can have a reaction. Don't have a reaction, because Mercury's retrograde and it may not be true. And even if it is true, our reaction is our reaction. We have to take responsibility for that and see where it's coming from. And it's usually not to do with the other person. You're working very, very hard at the moment. You're deciding to go forward. Yes, you are feeling this big, tough week. But if you do feel disappointed at any time, this card is the perfect antidote for that. Because look, those 3 cups have spilled, but yet 2 remain. All is not lost. What's in those 2 cups could be of more value than the 3 that are spilled. Always remember that. If you want your written horoscopes, horoscope.co.uk. Or if you want loads and loads and loads of free tarot, michelleknight.com. And Instagram at Michele Knight, Michelle with 1 L. That's if you're not sick of seeing my face every week. Anyway, I love you. I'm sending you so much positive energy for the week ahead. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon.
MicheleKnight.com. I was a client of Michele Knight, so I knew all of the psychics and they'd read for me.
It's such a innovative and really useful organisation to have at your fingertips.
There are a lot of people who they have an idea of what a psychic reading is, they have an idea of what a psychic should and shouldn't do, and a lot of it is from centuries gone by, the carnival sideshow, and Michele really has brought psychics into the modern world.
Michele Knight is a wonderful organisation to work for. It's a unique family, and that is readers, the customer service operators.
I know if I wanted to choose a reading, I know I wouldn't go to another company.
The ethics, the standard, the professionalism that we keep really is second to none.
To be honest, I've never really looked at another reader service because I don't think I need to.
When I finally got a job, I pray that I will do well with all the tests that we go through. I was absolutely delighted.
Well, the process of being employed with Michele Knight wasn't an easy one, which always makes it more rewarding when you do actually pass the 4 test readings that you have to go through before you're accepted.
The interview process is actually reading for other people, reading for some of Michelle's staff as well. It's actually, what they're looking for, specifics, so surname, relatives, their names. They're looking for what happened 2-3 years ago in detail.
To be sitting at home and then the phone rings and this beautiful distinctive voice, it's Michele Knight here, I'm ringing you for my test reading, is on the other end of the line, is scary. She really wants to know that her clients are getting validations.
You get a sense that everybody running it is on the ball.
The flexibility we get as readers, well, it's just great.
I do love the freedom of when I can work and when I can have a break.
Michele Knight family are amazing, really flexible, very supportive. It's like working for no other.
It's authentic, that's a big thing, it's authentic. She genuinely cares about her readers and about the people that we read for, so it's inclusive.
I love working for MichelleKnight.com. They're great people, it's a great energy there.
She really cares about her readers getting the best, and she really cares about the clients coming and walking away, you know, and feeling like they got what they came for.
Working with Michele Knight, I know that I've got professional backup, and I know that the clients are looked after very well as well.
Michelle's very involved with her readers personally. If you need information, you need anything from her, she will reply personally.
I just love being part of a unique team, one of the most unique companies that I've ever come across.